Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin and altcoins price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This video is gonna be a little bit long because we're gonna pass by the crypto market, the main coins. Of course, we start of course with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, SUI, Render, and FET and Injective. We'll see those coins, what they are doing and what we might expect next. So basically, I will start with Bitcoin today, and we're gonna watch again the base channel here, as we mentioned in the deep analysis yesterday, that Bitcoin is, of course, pushing in a very aggressive impulse toward the downside, and I believe in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Currently, we are expecting a wave 4. This was expected yesterday on the micro level, and this is exactly what we got here. As a quick reminder, we are looking here at the WX and a Y scenario, and we're looking for a wave Y, which is of course 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and another 3 waves down, ABC, and very likely to be a zigzag here as an impulse, correction impulse, that it might finish our wave to bear market here, which is still very, very early to call a bull market from there, because the minimum requirement time is until November, the end of this year, guys. So we cannot expect a bull run to start before the new year. I would say 2027 would be, of course, the new year where we might start to see potentially a new bull run, but don't expect directly that we push for higher. It's gonna prepare somehow, maybe a leading diagonal, another 1, 2 here, and then start the bull run with 3, 4, and a 5. So expect, of course, like around the mid of the 2027 here to see something as a bull run for Bitcoin. Now, if we dive a little bit much more deeper for today and we see exactly what happened. So basically, in this scenario, we are looking here to the wave 4 as expected yesterday. As I mentioned, be careful. It's going to be an aggressive wave 4. And that because we are in a 1, 2, 3 here, the internal, of course, wave 5 to finish there. So we are in 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm trying here to take it easy because if I take it directly as a 1, 2, 1, 2 here, I know that this is very deep. It can transform definitely to a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. So this is a probability. But don't forget that there is also something called an extension in a wave 5, meaning a wave 5 is longer than wave 3, but wave 3 is longer than wave 1. So it can be an impulse. Therefore, we need to test, of course, this scenario first as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 before we start to turn into double 1, 2 here. And then this is your wave 3, and that means 4, 5, 4, 5, right? So first thing, we need, of course, to finish the wave 5, the impulse internally 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then we will see, of course, what's going to happen. Is it corrective here, or is it impulsive signal of strength? 5 ways down, 3 waves, sorry, 5 ways up, 3 ways down, and then taking the high here. This would be, of course, a potential scenario that, of course, we might see a wave B there. Yes, the wave B over there. So we'll see what's going to happen. But basically, this wave 4 is expected since yesterday. Now, if we dive even deeper inside it, we can see that something here as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be, of course, an ABC. Once we reach the 0.618, this is a minimum time requirement, and also the 0.23 already taken. But I believe that this might even take more time, guys. This is a very shallow wave 2. And I'm expecting a very deep one. So basically, it might be something like that. Can be A, B, and a C. Yes, can be. But this is very shallow in time, I would say. But what I'm expecting here is kind of like an impulse like that. Wave A, then wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even reaching the 0.5 Fibonacci level. 66K for Bitcoin is very likely, and then pushing toward the downside. So it's gonna take some time, guys, here in this region between 66 and 62K. This is what I was expecting here after the ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here can be finished, of course, and we're looking for something for higher. Yeah, so this is regarding Bitcoin. I'm still expecting a range inside this zone here. 66K can be very likely, and of course the 64 is very possible. Yeah, to get even like in an ABC can be a short wave C, and then continue to drop downward sooner or later, guys. Yep, so this is regarding Bitcoin. So we're gonna move to Ethereum. So for Ethereum, I'm gonna start, you know what, guys, we're gonna see a little bit much more macro level before for every coin. So that would be a little bit longer video, but I think you like it, guys. So you like to see the perspective from the whole out of the box, I would say, and then getting inside it as usual. So for Ethereum, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse toward the upside finish wave 1 or wave A. Now, after this wave 1 or wave A, you're expecting, of course, a correction where we got a 3 waves. Now, after 3 waves, you start to think, okay, an impulse might unfold, but definitely this is not an impulse and not even a motive wave, meaning it's not even a diagonal. This is a whole correction here happening for Ethereum, meaning this correction, I'm gonna zoom in. Let me also zoom in efficiently here, this zone. So what we are looking here at this correction is a 3 ways down for a W, 3 ways up for an X, and we have a 3 waves down here as an ABC expanding flat, meaning 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, that it can reach, of course, this zone area 1.618, 1.38, the perfect fib level, taken from the A to the B here to the C as well. Sorry, from the A to the B to the C of this expanding flat, and at the same time, it might be in confluence with a 1-to-1 fib level here, where I'm going exactly to show you what it might happen there. So if we take this potential wave Y there, so you will see the confluence exactly with the 1-to-1 fib level at the 857. Yeah, so this is your 1-to-1 for this correction. And I believe, of course, it is something, it means something, this confluence there at $857. So I know it's very deep for Ethereum, but obviously that this is what is unfolding right now. We're not so far, guys. It's $1,630. It's a very new low here that we are looking for. Yeah, so the confirmation for lower, and that means, of course, our area here might be taken. Yeah, this wick there can be taken even just like with a few cents or dollars, I would say, and then start the bull run later on. Meaning, I'm expecting here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 at least. Yeah, so that it might be unfolding. The wave 5 might be extended. Yeah, or it can turn into double 1, 2, meaning 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, somehow like that. So this is the macro level for Ethereum. Now, if we dive inside it on the 2 hours chart to see what do we have there. So basically on the 2 hours chart, if we are looking here at a W, X, and a Y, and as we mentioned, this impulse 1, 2, 3, wave 4, if you have realized since a long time ago, we didn't took invalidation of bearish. And this wave 4 is very normal as alternation for this wave 2, meaning this impulse is unfolding still a wave 5. This wave 5 is a potential double 1, 2 or a large 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I doubt it. I think even wave 5 is not finished anyway, so you're looking for lower. But I believe that this is a double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 and a 5, that it might still unfold, of course, towards our zone area. Here is only the micro level, guys, which is $1,420 and around it. But on the macro level, we're looking very likely to the 800, guys. So yeah, the things can continue to drop down. I would say like several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 4, and a 5 can be and another extension even inside those impulses to reach the macro level as well at $850 as we mentioned. But you know me, let's take it step by step and not rush the thing. Let's see, of course, what's going to happen in this zone. And because, of course, we get already a new low there. And we'll see, of course, what's going to happen from there. But don't forget that this is not the lowest low. You still have a lower one. And I'm afraid, of course, that it's looking for this one as a whole correction here. So we'll see what's going to happen 1,400, and we'll see the reaction over there, guys. For Ethereum, currently we're dropping down. Of course, 15-minute chart, I would say that this is a correction. Of course, wave 4 as well internally. The same as Bitcoin, same as for Ethereum. So we're looking at another 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a triangle, by the way. 4 and a 5. That it can be finished wave 3 here. Yeah, so this is a large wave 3, and currently you're unfolding a wave 4 of theirs. This is our wave 4 that we're looking for it. I'm gonna put this in a blue so we can differentiate here the thing. So wave 5 also, I'm gonna put this in magenta. There we go, guys. So within this wave 5, of course, we're gonna finish a wave 3 in the blue. And within the blue, we're gonna finish the brackets blue scenario as well. So as you can see, you still have a lot of waves 5 that it might be unfolding, guys. So $1,400 is very likely for Ethereum again, guys. That was it for Ethereum. Let's see Solana. Also, let's go a little bit all-time history to see, of course, out of the box here, and then we dive inside it. So for Ethereum, as I mentioned before, guys, we're not surprised, right? We already know that this zone area has to be taken clearly, of course, for Solana. Why? Because we have an impulse first, wave A or wave 1, ABC correction, wave B or wave 2, and you're looking at another impulse, meaning it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal as a highest possibility here, plus a leading diagonal wave 4 has to reach the perfect fib level 0.5, 0.38 Fibonacci level. And of course, it can unfold a wave 5 for a new all-time high here, which is around $380 and $560. This is my highest probability on the macro, but it's not the only one. So we have another probability, double 1, 2 here. Your wave 2 minimum target is 0.38. It was taken with a simple small wick here, and therefore it is very normal if we dive a little bit deeper to get, of course, a deeper correction and then start to push toward the upside. Final scenario is an A, B, and a C, finished wave A in the white scenario, and you're looking for a deep wave B. This might be, of course, your scary scenario for Solana. In case this is a deeper wave B, meaning like a kind of like a zigzag A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5, and it might reach even the zone here where you might get a very, very deep wave B, and that because also you need the time for it. So your wave A is very long in time, so you have to expect a longer time for a wave B before starting a wave C toward the upside. So I doubt it. Of course, this is the last probability for Solana. The highest is the diagonal. The second can be double 1, 2, and the last one can be an A and then B and a C toward the upside. So this is a macro level. Now, if we dive inside it on the 2 hours chart for Solana, what we are looking at here, we were looking or testing in case that we get a diagonal in term of bullish scenario, meaning zigzags, right? But obviously it was broken. Confirmation for lower, that was exactly where you get a wave 4 longer than the wave 2. And this is our red flag. It was already given since a long time ago, guys. So you should have your stop loss definitely there in case that you are in against the trend. So basically, it has ended up with this scenario, which is a W, an X, and a wave Y. Finished wave 4, which is still an impulse there unfolding on the 4 hours chart here to see it much clearer. So you have a 1, 2, and then potential wave 3. This is your whole wave 3 in double 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3. And this is a very long wave 4. Well, it can be, of course, even if it doesn't so perfectly alternate with the wave 2. But this is still, of course, a very high possibility. And we're unfolding a wave 5 there. This wave 5 has to reach our box here, given already with the latest analysis as well, after confirmation for lower. The trigger for bull run is taken, so are we gonna see this? Yes, definitely can be, But don't forget that the structure also has to be finished. So you cannot say, oh, KG, we took the trigger for bull run and then we didn't push for higher. Well, because the structure of this impulse is not finished. Now you took it, so it can be triggered, but you need to finish the structure first and then push toward the upside. So basically this structure has to reach, of course, still lower even our blue box, because it is also a probability. This, of course, a probability, but at the end, the structure is the essential thing here, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 internally. I believe that, of course, yeah, those are several 4, 5 internally. So let's dive inside it to our charts again. So we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a 4, and a 5. And currently you have still an internal wave 4 and a 5. What a wave 3, guys. It's a very, very deep one for Solana. So a wave 4 expected, of course, to be very deep here, meaning coming back, of course, to be aggressive a little bit, especially after a wave 2 there, which is very, very shallow. And let's lay down also our targets there. So here we are. Yeah, that's why it has to be an aggressive one. So I'm expecting a wave 4 between 66 and $70 for Solana for a wave 4, which we didn't reach yet. So yes, expect higher prices. I know that it's already potentially aggressive, but yeah, it's not enough, guys. So we still need, of course, some range in this zone area. I believe it might be an impulse there, wave A, wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to reach at least the $70, 0.38 here, and then start to continue toward the downside wave 5. Don't forget that the timing is needed anyway, that it comes in confluence with Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So yeah, I believe that higher prices might be given in the next few hours, but be careful, it's a red zone. We might come back, of course, to visit our target, which is 50, 57, and $51. Yep, so this is regarding Solana, guys. The next one we're gonna see today is SUI. So for SUI, we are looking as well on the all-time history first. Here we go. So this is our all-time history for SUI and our blue zone, beautiful. So basically we have an ABC, yeah, wave A in 3 waves. And then we have another ABC, which is still unfolding because it is unfinished, obviously. And we are looking for a deep wave B still, of course, the wave 2, and within this wave 5. So very likely that this is what is going on there. And we're looking, of course, still to our 0.78 here, Fibonacci level for SUI. SUI is very, very close to the lows here. But I believe that the structure is very essential to be done. You have a 1, 2 there. And you have internally also another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially here. We're gonna dive inside it. But before I do this, what if also we have like several 1, 2s, like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5? Very low probability, and that because the wave 2 is very long in time based on the wave 1. Plus the 1, 2 here is larger than the previous 1, 2. So higher probability is the A, B, and a C, guys. Next target might be the $6 for SUI as a wave C. Now let's dive inside it on the 4 hours chart here. For SUI, we are looking at this impulse after a wave 4 there, and we're looking here at a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation given, but you know, that's definitely a double 1, 2. After this extension, that's definitely a 1, 2. Or yeah, even you can take all of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, wave 2, and a wave 3. Then we get wave 4 and a wave 5. This is the safest consideration to take right now as a probability, because you don't want to rush and take a probability of several 1, 2s there. But it can be definitely, but we need the signal over there. Yeah, meaning we need to finish the safe scenario first, then figure it out what's going on there. Yeah, so if we get a correction, then yes, I'm gonna transform here to several 1-2s, meaning of course extensions. But if we get a signal of strength here, like 5 ways up, impulsive, 3 ways down, continuation, taking the high, that might be of course different scenario, especially with confluence of something as invalidation of bearish. Therefore, what I'm gonna do here as update for SUI is taking this invalidation, which is the main wave 1 here. This is our invalidation of bearish, and we're gonna have at 0. Wow, it's very close to $1, guys, obviously. So the $1, of course, can be your signal here that something is reversing, meaning once we get a signal of strength, but I doubt it right now, guys, we might, of course, see something different, of course, for SUI, that it can be, of course, something as a bull run. So target for a wave 4 would be exactly between the 0.76 and the $0.82 for SUI. I'm expecting actually the 0.38 because you have a large gap here between invalidation. Expect something like that. Even, yes, can be the 0.5 and then dropping down again. Yep, so this is regarding SUI. Target is still the same, 0.56 and 0.63. This target is given since, I think, 3-4 months since the bear market with Bitcoin has started. So yeah, and we're still looking for it, right? So we'll see, guys. Render. Let's see render at the all-time history. For render, we are looking also at this all-time history here of yeah, render. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, wave A or wave 1, followed by a correction and another impulse, meaning it's a zigzag. Definitely can be a wave A or it can be double 1, 2. Now, very low probability for wave 2, is very long in time. Yeah, but still probably, I would say it's not so far even, because the wave 1 took time here. So expect also wave 2 to take time, but even it has passed the 0.38 and 0.618 even as timing. So I would say it reduced the probability like 10 to 15% from being in an ABC. So this ABC is higher, of course, than double 1, 2, but yeah, it's not even so much far as double 1, 2. But as an ABC is much more likely, guys. So this wave B, therefore, because it is very complicated, obviously it is a W, and obviously the X is given as a triangle, and we're looking still for a much more complex wave Y. And why? Because we just took the time, right, required for a large correction, 0.618, as I gave this since 7-8 months, I think. We were looking for this zone area, if you remember, because of the timing. Yeah, and in confluence, I would like to take the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the W to the X to the Y. Yeah, by all means, I'm gonna explain a little bit much more what it might means here. So basically, the wave Y might be an A and a wave B, and it can be a wave C unfolding over there. I don't like the wave C that it might be a diagonal, because I don't see this anymore. It can be something a little bit more complex, yeah, but what I see is at least to take the 1-to-1 fib level again, guys. I doubt that we're gonna take the wick, the low in render 0.55. That will be very massive. But if this happens, so we gotta be careful. It might be like double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That might be very, very deep for render, guys. If this happens, and it can happen, it's possible. But I need to test this first. If I don't get something as a signal of strength from there, yes, I might turn into double 1, 2 here for render. Yeah, so I'm not saying that it's not gonna happen. So it can happen, guys. But you know, step by step. Let's see the reaction over here, and we'll see if the things will push higher. Because don't forget that you reach the minimum time required here to push for higher. But currently, the structure, yeah, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y still needed as a structure. Okay, but because of that here, and I cannot really take a wave C and it turns into complex as a wave Y. And when you have already a large WX and a Y, you start to wonder why we have another wave Y and a wave Y. So that's too much Y's, right? So basically, it has to be, of course, something impulsive. So we have to be careful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Very likely, guys. So we have to be careful with it. This is regarding render. Now, if we push to FET, yeah, Fetch.AI, so we're gonna see also the all-time history. So for Fetch.AI all-time history, here we are. Yeah, so basically we are looking as well as the same as for renders. This is our time given since a very long time ago, even with the probabilities there. Yeah, so I'm still looking for those two probabilities. Basically, the first one has failed so far. We're gonna see why, but then of course there is another arrow from there. Yeah, so that means of course the second probability is unfolding, guys. Now we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A potential, yeah, I doubt it. Of course, it can be a diagonal there, but I doubt it. Why? Because of the three waves there. Because if you have something impulsive, you need another impulse as a zigzag, and this doesn't work. Therefore, the W is higher probability. It's a W, X, and a Y, three waves in three ways, right? You have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave C in a W, and then wave X in three waves. We have finished here a potential wave A. And that means in this case, we are looking for a wave B there unfolding in a very long time, which is very likely. And this wave B is in another form of an A, B, and a C, can be, yeah, this triangle. And this is your wave C unfolding right now. So currently the wave C has to be, of course, an impulse, as you can see. Of course, we reach already the time. The impulse there after the triangle wave B is a 1, 2, 3 here, wave 4, but your wave 5 is unfolding again as a potential expanding diagonal. Now, of course, that is on the micro level. I have mentioned that FET can be in a finished impulse wave 1. That's very likely, by the way. It's still very likely. I'm not yet totally bearish because if you have realized, the invalidation of bearish is not taken since months again. Yeah, and especially that here you have finished kind of like a structure, and it shows a potential here of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a question. It's a large question mark here for FET. Are we gonna continue the drop down here, or is it really a wave 2 and it's gonna preserve this impulse as a wave 1? Now, what I'm gonna do as an update here, I'm gonna leave the timing here. Don't forget, because also why I doubt it as well. Like I still give kind of like a bearish scenario, because of course the low taken here was taken before the required time, minimum requirement. But the price is ranging. Don't forget, when you range sideways, you don't have to pay in price anymore. So if this is what FET is aiming for, what the psychology here is aiming for, that means, of course, yes, definitely we can consider another deeper wave too, but not invalidating, of course, this, and then pushing for higher again. But yeah, so the probability is still open, of course, to take the low, and especially that you didn't took this wick, which is a bull run trigger. So this might happen still. How it might happen as bearish now. Now the bearish scenario is that this expanding diagonal is still unfolding, and that means it is a 1, 2, and then wave 3, and then this is your wave 4, very large, and then wave 5 might be very, very deep. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4 in a 5, and it's a typical expanding diagonal. Very rare to happen, but it might happen. This is the only probability that you have here as bearish. Otherwise, you will you will hate me, because I have no other option rather than turning in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5, guys, and that is not possible right now. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the expanding diagonal there. This is a bearish, but however, the question mark and the large question mark is the finished impulse. Yeah, so you have kind of like a 1, A, B, and a C expanding flat wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave 3, very large long wave 4, right? And by the way, this wave 4 is finished in an expanding flat again, and the wave C of this expanding flat is repeating the same expanding diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Horrible, right? Now you got a wave 5, which is impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why FET is expanding diagonal everywhere, guys, and that because of course the wave 4 has interfered with the zone 1, so I have no other option. It is 5 waves with wave 4 interfering with zone 1, so I have to consider it, of course, an expanding diagonal again, especially it is zigzag wave 1, zigzag wave 3, zigzag wave 5. So I don't know what's going on with FET. Is expanding diagonals are everywhere. Obviously, when you see this, guys, the market is very confused and is very lost. Yeah, what's going on and between up and downs. So of course there is a lot of psychology in this. Now you see, of course, something dropping down. So expected in both case scenario for bullish and bearish. What is beautiful here is that in my latest analysis, which is still valid until now, guys, is that I give you already the wave 2 time. So I give you this scenario already as a wave 2, and I gave you already that we need the time here. Therefore, expect that we might even come back and dive for deeper. So the next level would be here, the 0.618 and the perfect fib level. Here we go, for the wave 2. So normally what happens if we get this, that means of course the wave 2 can extend to this time. Because we reach the fib levels before the required time, so expect that we're not finished yet. And when you're not finished, that means the wave 2 is gonna reverse and take more time to reach this fib level within this fib time there. So it's gonna range a lot here, yeah, until we reach this area, which is of course the 0.17 and the $0.15 for FET, guys. Yeah. If we preserve the price here and we start to see a signal of strength there, 5 ways up, 3 down, pushing higher, taking the high, then of course it's a bull run that it might be unfolding, especially that you are already in the macro timing here to push for higher. Yep, so this is regarding FET. Now, finally, we're gonna see injective. So for injective also, let's go all-time history as well. And we'll see what's going on over there. So basically, we have also a potential ABC there, finished wave A, meaning zigzag, wave A. You can consider double 1, 2, but it's too early. Of course, I prefer always step by step and the safest scenario first as highest probability. Meaning 1 to 1 fib level, $56 might be the next scenario here for injective in case that we really have finished on time, also as expected 6, 7, 8 months, as I think in this area. Yeah, so I think I laid down this blue box when we were in this zone here, where we start to drop and we took the low. So I mentioned, okay, guys, we're diving deeper. We need a deeper wave B, meaning the time will, of course, take a long time here until we start to unfold. But here we are. We're there right now. So if we dive a little bit inside here, you will realize that yes, this is a very likely scenario that you have finished a wave B. You start something very impulsive, and we finished a wave 1, same as FET, which is very nice. Now, if we dive also inside here to see what's going on the 2 hours chart, you will realize that this impulse is done, is finished somehow. And you have already here a potential wave 1. ABC is the same wave 2 of FET, yeah, almost very long in time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And expect, of course, a wave 4 to be longer in time. And here we are. That's why my wave 4 is still there since also my latest analysis there. Now, of course, there is a probability as well for a wave 4 there. So, of course, always consider the bearish scenario as well. But I'm going to explain it later. But wave 4 with the bullish scenario, after taking the confirmation for higher, we push for higher. And currently, we're back, of course, with a deep impulse. But why? Because you are in ABC. Now, you will ask, is it a finished 3 waves, ABC, and a wave 4, and we might push for higher? Well, hell no, guys. I'm sorry, guys. To say, yeah, I doubt it. Because, here we go. This is your wave 4. There you go. This is the right timing here. And you didn't reach it yet. So that means, let me also lay down, let me lay down the fib level for wave 4. There we are. So the wave 4 here is still very far, guys, to be done and finished. However, since you took the 0.38, yeah, it is open for the 0.5 even. Well, I'm going to put it just like that right now because we took this zone. No need to fill it. So I'm going to put it in red as well because it's a correction here. So basically, what it might happen, this is where you need to start to think bullish. This is a zone area. Now, can it be like an A, B, and a C expanding flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? Yes. And pushing for higher, but I doubt it because this is a minimum requirement of a wave 4. Based on the wave 2 alternation, you need, of course, at least the 1-to-1 perfect FIP time here. And even sometimes it goes even higher than 1-to-1 FIP time. That means, what if we are in something as a W here, because an expanding flat is your W, then you get an X, zigzag, for example, triangle, whatever you get, a flat, wave X, and then you get a wave Y, and then pushing for higher. This is what I'm expecting, guys, okay, for injective. Now, I'm going to remove this since we took the confirmation and we pushed higher. What I'm going to put for you here exactly, guys, your red flag to be careful as invalidation of bullish. Meaning, if we take this price during this correction of a wave 4, that is your red flag, 3.38. If the price dive deep until there, okay, you have to know that you have to take your stop loss because it's not looking for this wick only. It might be, of course, something deeper than that. Okay, we might be looking, of course, for this low even. Yeah, so meaning W, X, wave Y, zigzag. That will be horrible. So of course, be safe, guys. And that's why, of course, the 3.38 as an invalidation of a bullish is there. It means something. It means, of course, you have to make a decision. That was it for Bitcoin and altcoins, guys. I hope that you like it, and many of you were asking for it. Again, my apologies, guys, that I have been very busy lately and moving from country to another. But I'm stabilizing again, and we'll be there, of course, very soon. We'll be there back even stronger than before, guys. I'm gonna update you as much as I can, of course, and of course, don't forget that we have our Discord community where I update it, of course, every day, and I will be there for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.